Hello, amazing ladies in business. Welcome to the HerStory podcast. I am your host, Kylie King, the founder of Australian Ladies in Business Initiative, and I am so excited today to be joined by the incredible Tiani Le Var. Not only did she win the ALIBI Awards Phoenix Award trophy this year, but she's also a business owner joining us from Logan, Queensland, and her business is OMG Grazing. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're very welcome. It's such a pleasure to be here.
So you actually came down for the awards night this year, so it was so awesome to meet you face to face. What did you think of the night?
It was absolutely incredible. So much thought and process went into the awards in general. I think I mentioned that in my speech as well, that it's honestly the best one that I've ever been to. I've been to a few different award ceremonies for myself and other businesses as well. And it's honestly so seamless, and it felt really personal as well. It wasn't just like a generic cut copy kind of awards, and the whole initiative is just amazing. You've done such a brilliant job.
Thank you. And how did it feel to hear your name called, to get that beautiful purple trophy that I can see behind you?
Surreal. I honestly didn't think that I was going to have my name called. Like, I was lucky enough to be down there for finalist nominations for 3 different nominations as well. And just being in the room with all of the incredible ladies, and yeah, it was just incredible. Still chills, still sinking in, to be honest.
I do have to say that it was good to see you win because we actually had your sting lined up. So we had your short song that you requested because we put in the
Perfect.
community, hey guys, if your name gets called, what do you want to like what song do you want to play? And not a lot of people answered, but then you answered and we were able to line that up. So as soon as your name was called, that those trumpets from the Confidence song started blaring.
Yes, and I heard that and I had a little giggle to myself as well, because I thought back to the comments and the post that you put. I'm just like, oh, this is lining up perfectly. This is such a good little post to plug as well. So no, it was really good, and yeah, really really fun to hear the trumpets playing. Kind of had my little strut going on when I walked out.
So let's talk about your business. So what is OMG Grazing all about?
So OMG Grazing started when I was actually 6 months pregnant. So I was looking for my own caterer for my baby shower, and obviously wanting to support small business, tried to keep it nice and local, find someone in Logan. And there was no one that wanted to do a grazing table in Logan. There was lots of communication issues, and people just wanted getting a lot of pushback with council and not being able to do things. So I kind of just thought, cool, well, I'm going to take the bull by its horns and I'll just ride with it and I'll start my business. And so the week that I pretty much thought that I'm going to start my business, I actually got made redundant from my corporate job as well. So it was kind of just a blessing. And it was just meant to be. So yeah, I got made redundant, started my business 6 months pregnant, and here I am 3 years on.
Wow, what like a way for the universe to really push you into it, right? Like you just had this idea because you saw like I just can't find what I'm looking for, and then the universe is just like I'm gonna kick you in the butt and like
Yeah,
I'm just
pretty
gonna make you
much.
redundant. So you have to do this now. Like there's no going back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you just do like grazing tables? Do you cater events?
I do absolutely everything. So I do from little individual like wedding proposals, normal grazing boxes, picnics, all the way to weddings, corporate events. I just did a VIP Melbourne Cup event at one of our most prestigious hotels here in Brisbane City, which was really, really good. So I've also got a grazing cart. So again, supporting local business. I had my grazing cart made on the Gold Coast. I was the first one in Queensland that actually had it done and ready to go. They're very busy and they make a lot, but send them down to Sydney and Melbourne, obviously the food hubs down there. But yeah, no, I was the first one in Queensland to get my little grazing cart up and running, which was really exciting. And then seeing them pop up everywhere now is really exciting as well, to see the growth.
Beautiful. So just for people that might not know what a grazing cart is, could you describe what that is? I'm just seeing a cart and then what's on it, just all your bits and you pick from it
Yeah,
or
absolutely. So it's really customizable as well. So anytime it gets booked, so it's pretty much a 2 meter long cart because it is on wheels. It's completely mobile, and it's got 12 individual sections that you can pretty much choose exactly what you want. So you have free reign, what you get to choose, and then we make it come to life with curating all the different flavors and textures and everything. And it just makes all of your tastes and needs come to life, and you guys get to, well, the client pretty much gets to claim the deliciousness from it, that they got to choose everything on it. So it's really fun.
No, that's a really good idea because there's always those people that like don't like olives or don't like a certain cheese or something like that. So the fact that you can just go to an event and go and pick exactly what you want for, so no complaints, no dietary issues,
Yep,
which is always a thing when you're doing any event. It's always about the dietary requirements, and it's
very much.
not necessarily someone's allergic or they'll die. It's just they don't like something or they don't have a preference for it. So what an
Exactly.
amazing way to sort of cater to everyone.
Yeah, and it's really versatile as well. So not only do we do like charcuterie kind of grazing, but we can do everything. So we do dessert grazing, tacos. We've just done a dessert board as well. So they have little mini individual pavlovas, and then they've got like a little grazing station they can choose and pick and whatever they want. Yeah, pretty much the world's your oyster with it. You want something, we can make it happen. So yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
It's really cool. And you said you've been doing this for 3 years now. So, what would you say in those 3 years has been your biggest challenge?
Probably the growth with the business. So I didn't anticipate on being as, I suppose, successful, which is amazing, as I have been. It's a lot of word of mouth. It's a lot of my personal values putting into the business, my heart and soul going into the whole thing. It's just me. So I'm literally the face behind OMG Grazing, and everything that I kind of have put through with all of my work and just life goals and everything, I've put all into the business as well. So it's kind of like full circle moment, being able to see it all come through, and yeah, it's really, really cool.
So, as that, like having that as a challenge, have you had any like any things you've found that have helped you sort of deal with that as it continues? Because you just seem to be growing more and more and more. So, I guess that challenge is growing bigger.
Yeah, it definitely is. Kind of running with it on the fly is very much a big thing, but also having a lot of strategies behind myself and a really good support network as well. So I've got a really good team, not so necessarily that work in with me, but that support me and like kind of help me if I need to lean on them, or if they need to look after the kids for me, because I've also got two kids. So yeah, it's there's definitely challenges with it, but obviously with each challenge comes its own reward, and it's really, really exciting to see the big challenges that I get. I'm really excited when I get them, because I know that there's going to be a massive reward at the end of it, and like the final product and everything as well. So yeah, I kind of just run with it.
It would be great to have the kids there too. That'd be the best taste testers.
They really
Like
are.
they'll, because
They
they're honest.
Yeah, yeah. My 2-year-old is probably the bougiest 2-year-old. Definitely in Logan. Probably in Queensland. I actually went to one of our really delicious cheese shops last week and bought some beautiful pate. $18 for just like a little cube of it, and I just thought it's going to be nice, perfect little snack for myself. Stupidly bought it out when my 2-year-old was still around, and now pate is his favorite food, along with different flavored olives, triple cream brie. So he's a very bougie toddler.
That is awesome. He is going to be an epic foodie when he gets older.
Very
So,
much.
but he'll be great for your business too.
Very much.
So,
Yep.
and that's the thing, if your child is eating that, then that's amazing because there's lots of kids out there that unfortunately can't eat or won't eat certain things.
Yeah.
So if a kid can eat it, then an adult can eat it. So it's fine.
Exactly right. And my 10-year-old as well, she absolutely loves when I've got leftovers, because she usually makes her lunches with school. But the odd occasion that I have leftovers and everything, she knows that she's going to get an amazing lunch the next day, because she'll be able to use all the leftovers and make her own little grazing box. And she goes hard. She will go and make sure that she's got everything paired, and she makes it all pretty, and then she'll go and show everyone at school. And yeah, so she's a bit of a foodie as well.
Cool. So we talked about challenges. If you flipped that, of course, other than that cool purple trophy behind you, what has been your biggest achievement so far in your business?
Getting recognition in the local community. I love Logan. We live and breathe Logan. Everything about the business is Logan and scenic rim based. We use all local produce for the business as well, which is really, really lovely because it highlights so much of our incredible food that we have here in the region. And I feel like it does get lost a little bit as well, being obviously next to Brisbane. We've got so many amazing restaurants and food ventures and everything in Brisbane, and nothing as not as much in Logan, and kind of bringing it back into our community and our region is just fantastic. And it's amazing being recognized by the mayor of Logan and lots of very influential people in the community and in the food community as well. Yeah, it's kind of surreal with them giving recognition, be like, oh, you like the business is doing really well. I'm just like, oh, I'm no one. Like, you're amazing. And so it's really lovely, but it's still very surreal that I'm kind of like up in their kind of realm at the moment, which is really cool.
Sounds amazing. It sounds really amazing. So what motivates you to get up every day and keep going? So you've got two kids and you've got your business and there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. So what motivates you to keep the business going?
Definitely the kids are a massive driver. Obviously getting up every day, being their biggest role model and everything, because both of them are watching me on their different levels. From like, my daughter wants to start her own business because she's seen how I've kind of gone with my journey. And my son just loves food and just talking and all of that kind of stuff as well. So being able to just be there and front up for them every day and just show them that even when you're scared and there's stuff that's troubling you or you don't want to go through with it, you just have to do it. Like, just one step forward, take one step every day, and you just keep going through, because even on the darkest days, there is still a light at the end of the tunnel, and things will get better with anything that does happen.
And I think that's such an important message, and especially with the category that you won, because it is called the Phoenix Award. And that the whole awards program was actually based on that category, because I couldn't find an awards program that talked about when shit got really bad.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is everyone tends to think business is unicorns and rainbows and everything's amazing, and you left work to live this amazing exotic life of working for yourself, but it's hard.
Yeah.
And you've turned your 9 to 5 into a 24/7, and there's stuff that happens, and you can't delegate. Like, if you've got a bad customer and you're running a business yourself, you need to deal with that bad customer.
Yeah.
Or whatever happens, like, you can't go to deal with it. So I think it's what you've said is such an important message, because sometimes, and even in our business journey, everything can just explode into flames, and we have to either start again, or our launch didn't work, or our plan didn't work, or something happened, and we need to then constantly build up. And there are people watching us, our kids being the biggest audience members to how we pivot, how we do that, how we look at things, because not only are we setting the learning from that, but also in the ALIBI community, there's women watching each other. And this is why this podcast was started, to inspire others, because stuff happens and not everything is always going to work out as we planned it to be.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why also, like, the winning the Phoenix Award resonates so much with me as well, because I do feel like my journey, not only personally but professionally, has been definitely rising through the ashes. So yeah, definitely it's been a journey, that's for sure. So when I started the business, I was in a relationship, just obviously nearly having Bob, and then there wasn't any support within the relationship as well, to the point where I would be bringing my brand new newborn on deliveries with me because I had to look after the child and everything. Yeah, it was having the business as well was also motivation for me to keep going, and to believe in myself, and to give something for me to believe in and push myself harder and harder with every single no that I got told, or every time I got told that, oh, you can't do that, or this isn't going to work. This business isn't going to work. You're not going to be able to get it off the ground and be more than a hobby. Or I'm very stubborn. When I get told no, I will deliberately go out and make sure that I prove people wrong. And I have done that time and time again with this business. And yeah, good. It's great. It's a great feeling, and then being able to show the kids that as well. Because especially my daughter, she's a sponge. She sees everything. She's been in the different relationships and everything as well. She's been through the tough times with me, and for her to see me being dealt with the nose and then rising above it and going above and beyond with it, yeah, it's good. It's amazing. It's really empowering.
I think that's also such an important message. Like, if anyone's listening, if anyone's ever told you no, flip it, because I got told the same thing, not only when I started this community, but when I started the awards program. So many people said to me, no one's going to enter, it's going to flop, it's going to be crap. And now we're going into the fifth year, and I've got venues approaching us, we've got sponsors lined up. So you can do it. And I think,
Absolutely.
I don't know, I think anytime anyone tells you no, other than if it's like your parent and you're about to do something that's unsafe, anyone else that tells you no, it is 100% a challenge to
Absolutely.
go into it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and even if there's like massive mountains in front of you with like flames and spikes and everything, you will find a way to get through it. And I definitely have done that. So out on the other side now, which is nice, and it's currently a flat road, but let's see how the next 12 months go.
And I think that's important too. Just that feeling of once you get through it, it's a feeling like you never feel that before or
Yeah.
again. I feel like you've gone through, as you said, the spikes and the fire, and then you come out of it and you're like, oh, I might be a little bit singed, but I've made it and I'm here. What an absolutely incredible feeling, because I gave it a go when
Yeah.
you could have still been sitting back there on the other side of the fire going, oh, I wonder if I should. I wonder if that would be cool. And it's like you could sit there in that confusion and I don't know, or you're on this other side going, yeah, shit, that was hard, but far out, that feels amazing that I did it.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, and that's my biggest thing as well is you have to keep going. Even when you want to give up, even when you're on your bottom ground, just lift yourself back up. Even if you take the one step for the day and sit back down, like you've made it that little bit further. So yeah, it's good. Even when I think when I was filling out the application for the finalist nominations for these, I was sitting in hospital with my daughter. She was in hospital for a week, and it's I suppose the blessing in disguise having your own business that you can literally work from anywhere, including bedside. So, but it's, yeah, and it just goes to show as well, like you don't stop. If you want something bad enough, you don't stop. You just keep going until you get it. And then once you've got it, you make a new goal and you keep going and you just keep striving and make it better and bigger and even amazing. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's you have to do it too. I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I built something. Why is no one coming?" Like you have to do it because yeah, there's beautiful communities like ours that'll support you and give you the instruction and cheer you on, but no one's dragging you through that fire.
Yeah,
Like no one's gonna do that. You need to like pull up your pants and do it yourself
absolutely.
because it's your journey. You know, you'll feel better too. You don't want to be dragged through anything. Like you want to do it yourself. So I think people need to realize like we have all these goals, but it's the action. And sometimes that action has to go through fire.
Yeah.
But look at all the amazing stuff you're doing now. Like you are known in your local area for catering and grazing boards and all the amazingness that you do. I can see the beautiful trophies behind you. And so I think that's a testament for if anyone that's listening to this or watching it and they're like, well, it's tough and I'm singed and I'm a bit bruised, I'm a bit beaten. We'll come into the group, get a bit of a kick up the butt or a cheer squad, and then keep going.
Absolutely, very much. And having the community as well behind you is absolutely phenomenal. Even if you just need to pick me up or anything, I love the fact that you deliberately try to do different posts every day as well. And with the engagement, and that also then brings other people engaging onto your comments and everything as well. And it's such a beautiful community of women, which has been a long time coming as well, with women supporting women instead of shutting people down and trying to take people and like being fierce competition and everything. Like it's still definitely still out there, but the ALIBI community is absolutely phenomenal with supporting women and boosting women up. And yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you. We did have, like, someone said to me the other day, what are your two rules for the community? And I said, no gatekeeping and no dickheads.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've achieved that. But anyway, back to OMG Grazing, because you're out in Logan, in Queensland. I my goal is to get an RV and travel to sea. So I would love to come and do an awards night there and have you cater it. We just
Absolutely.
need to get some more Queensland businesses on board so I can make that journey up there. But that's my big goal for Alibi. What is your big goal, if you want to share it? What's your big, hairy, scary goal for OMG Grazing?
I really want to. I've got a few. So I've got two main goals that I want. Obviously, I want to expand the business, have staff underneath me, train staff. I've got very heavy hospitality background. So I've done event management, coordination, all that kind of stuff. So I love teaching the younger generation of like what needs to be done and how to do it properly and bring back that old school hospitality service, which is what the business is all about as well. So I want to bring in obviously more staff. I want to have more grazing carts out there. I want to have a whole fleet, essentially just being booked out every weekend. That's like the goal. But I also want to create a space for the community to be able to come and create, be it in a kitchen or in a like a creative space. I want to be able to create something that Logan can call home and be really proud to use and utilize as well in the community. So that's a really big goal. That's a long-term goal, but it's on there. It's going to happen. So
Beautiful. I love that. I
yeah,
love the grazing carts idea. Maybe I can like put one at the back of my RV and just like drive around
very
with
much.
it because
Yeah.
and I love the idea of the commercial kitchen
Yeah.
because I think as you mentioned other people can come and use it and any commercial space whether it's a commercial kitchen or whatever it's such a big cost.
Yeah.
So a lot of small businesses can't do that. Or they don't have that money up front to invest in something like that. And a lot of councils, and I don't know if many people realize this when they're getting into your industry, but you need to have like your council approved kitchen, don't you? Or certificates like that
Yeah.
for any type of food work. So it's such a brilliant idea to have that. So I really hope that works out. That sounds amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's obviously a big goal, and I was actually talking to somebody yesterday about it as well. Logan itself doesn't actually have anything like ghost kitchens, so they're really prominent in Brisbane because obviously there's a lot of different like ghost kitchens and ghost restaurants and everything in Brisbane that utilize U-Foods and like Uber Eats kind of thing, but there's nothing in Logan. So I kind of want to bring that in as well and create that kind of space for Logan people as like the community and just boost it even more.
Beautiful. So Logan Council, you need to give your funding money to Tiani so she can start this
Very
ghost
much.
kitchen, which will just help all the businesses anyway.
Yeah,
So you're
exactly.
supporting the economy, and then I can come up with the awards night, hang out at the ghost kitchen, eat all
Yeah.
the food, and then have the awards catered.
We'll make them very happy people.
Beautiful. So you've been in business for 3 years. You have lots of trophies. You're doing amazing things with all your goals. If I was starting a business, whether it's a grazing business tomorrow or if I was just getting started, what is your advice to me?
Have a good network behind you. Have some really good supportive people behind you because there will be days that it will be extremely lonely and extremely isolating. And to lean back onto your really good community is really important. And also don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask as many questions as possible. I've been really, really lucky being in Logan with being in such an amazing council as well. You can literally make an appointment with council and have a chat to them. And if there's any questions that you don't know, they're happy to answer it. If they don't know the answer, they'll find out and they'll get the answer back to you. It's been absolutely incredible. So I had multiple meetings with Logan City Council in the early days of my business just to try and nut everything out and see what I can do. Yeah, they were really, really helpful, which is really lovely because that was my main concern, especially obviously when I first started it, having feedback from some of the people that I was trying to get the grazing table from. They're just like, their main thing was it's too hard to deal with council. And that was their main shutdown. That's why they hadn't done it. That's why it was like, nah, closed doors, done. And so I kind of like took the ball with the horns and I walked straight into council and kind of like booked meetings as soon as I could and met people and just networked. And the other thing is networking as well. Get your name out there, do as much as you can, go to as many community groups and as many community events and networking events that you actually can. If you don't like networking, bring a friend with you. And the more that you get out there and be in people's spaces, the more people will remember you. So yeah, just keep at it. Just keep going.
I think that's so important because yes, we do a lot of stuff on screen, behind screen, and it's good to have that connection, but it's a game changer when you're meeting people face to face,
Very much.
especially even if it's just like the awards night. Like, not only are you so much taller than me, I've never felt short in my life, Tiani. So thank you for that at the awards night. I would like to think it's just the heels, but whatever. I've never felt that short before. But seeing you and meeting you face to face, I could
Yeah.
create that connection. I now know your name. I know if anyone in the Queensland Logan area is looking for someone because it's just logged into my memory. A lot of the other women we met on the night that we'd only seen through screens. So there are networking events out there that just aren't Alibi and the awards, but there's local networking events and they're not all stuffy
Yeah.
and they're not all, where you have to go and give a 30-second speech before they ring a buzzer and then they critique you.
Yeah.
There's really cool businesses that are just meeting.
Yeah.
They just want to get to know you. They don't care how much money you're making or what you can do for them. They just genuinely want to connect.
Yeah.
So it's finding the networks out there that suit you and then also, realizing that you need to show up for your business. Just like anything, you whack a Facebook page out there and go, I've whacked a Facebook page out there. Why haven't I got 1 million followers yet? It's a bit of everything. And even most of our Alibi members that come through are from referrals, mouth to mouth referrals that they've met in networking communities.
Yeah.
So that's such an important point that you've brought up, that you still need to show up for your business out in the real world. And I think we sort of had COVID hit and we all sort of slunk away into our little houses and we're still braving to come out.
Very much.
But people are wanting that face-to-face connection so much more now. Maybe not after hours, like, yeah, use your Facebook if it's midnight. Like a lot of us business owners are still doing stuff at midnight, but during the day, go out and connect and meet with people.
Yeah.
So I liked that point. That was very important because I think everyone's still going in COVID days and hiding behind their screens, but people are craving that connection and getting to know someone so much more before they do business. Because especially at the moment with this cost of living crisis, everyone is even more looking at who they're spending their money with, how they're spending their money. So if they've met you at a networking event and they're like, oh, Tiani's pretty cool and her stuff looked really cool and I met her and she wasn't a psycho with a chainsaw, I'm going to invest my money with her, rather than I've just seen someone on Facebook. I don't know if it's a scammer account. I don't know if it's a fake account. I don't know if all these reviews are not true. There's no connection there.
Yeah.
So I think that's such an important thing, is to build those relationships and then they will lead to something. And, you want to make sure the person you're doing business with isn't a chainsaw wielding maniac.
Exactly,
Really.
very much. And most of my business is referral as well. So it's the word of mouth, it's the 5-star reviews from people as well. And like not that's the be all and end all, but it certainly helps when you've got like a good reputation behind you and people can kind of see that she's not just blowing smoke up her ass kind of thing. People actually think she's good. And her food, like the food is amazing and it's beautifully presented as well. And that another thing with COVID, people have kind of lost their spark to communicate and to network, and like my business brings people back together. Like you can have a conversation around a grazing table. Like you eat with your eyes first and then obviously everything follows from it with that. And if there's good, beautiful food in front of you, it's making easy conversation. You can have a conversation with people. It's like a nice segue to talk about the food and then obviously have a conversation as well. So people have definitely lost their communication skills, I think, after coming out of COVID. But we're slowly getting back there. We're slowly getting back to normality, I think.
So I have to know, because you're an expert in grazing platters and grazing carts, what is a must have? You should, because with Christmas coming up, I don't know about you, but I don't do all the cooking.
Yep.
I just organize grazing platters.
Perfect.
Either I support a business or I do it myself, and my kids will just graze. I'll just graze. That's Christmas, right? No one wants to work on Christmas. Well, I don't, right? What is a must have I need to have on that board for the perfect charcuterie grazing board?
Definitely minimum two different types of cheeses. So with
Mhm.
all of my grazing boards, I'll do a minimum of 3. So I'll do 2 soft and 1 hard. And then with that, I'll do at least 1 prosciutto and 1 different salami. That kind of gives like your salt balance as well, your different flavors with your cheeses, and then obviously your different fruits and crackers, and then sweets and yummies as well. But definitely different variety of cheese. That's an absolute must. My favorite is a triple cream brie. So my main supplier that we have here is Scenic Rim Dairy. So they actually produce for real milk. I'm not sure if you guys get it down in Sydney, but they're based in the Scenic Rim and they do a selection of cheeses as well. And they're the main cheese that I use in all of my boxes. So without fail, you'll always get a camembert and a brie from them. And it's just the best, honestly, the best cheese that I've ever had. And I've tried a lot of cheese all around the world. So
Okay, did it tick the box for the 2-year-old?
very much.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's
Yeah.
okay. I'm in for it. All right,
Absolutely.
I'll order up there.
Yeah, he has to have a whole wheel of brie for himself. And anytime that I buy olives now as well, I have to buy a punnet for him and a punnet for my clients, so he doesn't eat my client olives because he's just a maniac.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for sharing your challenges and your achievements and, the best way to make a board, which is I'm really excited about. So I need to go find 2 cheeses and
Yes,
good suggestion. I need to buy a 3rd cheese to distract my children so
absolutely.
that they don't eat it for Christmas. So, how do we stalk you? How do we find you?
So I'm across all social media platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, about to start my YouTube channel, which is super exciting. And then obviously I have my website, which is just omggrazing.com.au.
Beautiful. I will pop all those links below. Thank you so much for sharing your journey today. And congratulations again on being our 2025 ALIBI Award winner for the Phoenix category.
Thank you so much, Kylie. It was a pleasure to talk to you.